What's up, guys and girls? Welcome back to a new episode of Heroes of Dragon Age. In this episode, we're gonna talk about the Warden revamp. As you see, I got all the Wardens here. There's like 8 or 9 units with got revamped. That means they got better stats. So if we go and look and just the pictures instead of the game, I can show you here what is changed. So the first one is Sir Stroud. He got 35% extra power and 250% in health. So now he got like 40,000 health points. That's pretty sick. Other new to that is 35% curse power resist for Wardens. That means if you have a cursor on the opponent's side, like Kyle or let's say Magister Dorian, who will like make sure you cannot power gain. This dude, he gave 35 curse power resist, so there's only 65% chance for the other ones to get cursed, so they cannot power gain. So Stroud is a pretty awesome unit right now, and have them in the multiply, more of them, and you will have a very, very, very big killer team. He's black and white, and of course he's a warden and a warrior. He attacks all enemies and increase power on all allies. Chance for a second power increase on all allies. So when he attacks, he increase power on all allies, and there's a chance for they can be even stronger a second time. He gives 50% power to Wardens. So when he is with the Wardens, he will give 50% extra power. And as you see, the 35% curse power resist for Wardens. And now it gave any sense that he absorbed damage from allies if attacks. Gain power on ally death. So he's more likely to be hit. He is very healthy. So of course that's beautiful that he absorbs the damage. So if you got him on a team with, let's say, Tomb Rainier, it's pretty awesome against an old hitter, because he will absorb most of the damage and your Tomb Rainier or other Warden will survive. The second unit, guys, is the Grey Warden Genevieve. As you see, she get a big power buff, 80% extra power. Her health is flat, that means she didn't get more health. But now she gives 35% health to Wardens, and allies heals a small amount when this hero is hit. So every time she gets hit, all your heroes get more health. She's black and white, she's an Olsen and a warden and a warrior. She attacks a column of enemies and gains power. So every time she attacks, she will gain power as well. She gives 35% health and 35% health for Wardens. Allies heals a small amount when this hero is hit. She absorbs 50% of all the damage for allies if attacked also. 25% damage versus blighted, power drain, and slow immunity for Grey Wardens. That means the only 2 heroes in this game which can power drain the Wardens are the Magister Dorian and Zyter. Every time you hit Magister Dorian, he will drain your units. Every time your heroes die and Zyter is in an opponent team, all your units will get 15% damage decrease. That means your power will go 15% down. So that's pretty awesome. But against other power drainers, they are immune. So no slow and power immune. So this is a pretty nice unit as well. The third unit is the Warden Commander Clarel, which is the new bomber. She gained 50% in power. She got 115% extra in health. That means she's a little bit more buffy. She's like, Grant and change Viv in the same health category. Power to 35% health and power to Wardens and Mages. So put her with Mages and a Warden. That's beautiful. She converts 10% of damage to allies as power. So every time she gets hit, like 100,000, let's say somebody hit her with 100,000, 10%, 10,000 will go extra on your allies team. So they will hit 10,000 harder. She gains small power when an enemy or ally die. So when the enemy dies or ally dies, she will gain power and just boom. She is blue and black. In the groups of blood mages, Orcians, Wardens, and mages, attack slow and drains power from all enemies. 35% health and power to Wardens and mages, like we just said, converts the 10% of damage to allies' power. Gains small power when an enemy or ally dies. Stun immunity for Grey Wardens, so nobody can stun her, unless, of course, Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter Vivian get a hit. She gives minus 20% stun to the opponent team. So there's still 80% chance she cannot stun, but 20% she can stun somebody. 25% bonus damage versus Blighted and T-Winter. So she don't like Blighted and she don't like T-Winter. That means they get 25% extra damage versus them. Let's go for the next one, guys. The next one is a big update. It's National Hoth. He used to be the shit when he came out. People used 4 of him with Dragon Flemmet and just destroy everything. Quick units, they power each other up, they just destroy the teams. But we're talking about like 2 years ago. But he haven't been used for a long time. Maybe he got a comeback now with 130% extra power, 260% health. She also got plus 10% double damage chance for Wardens. That's pretty cool to give it to the Wardens. They maybe crit and hit twice as hard. He 35% health for Warden Hoth. That's another hero in the game, but if I'm not mistaken, he is all red. That's pretty dumb. He should be white and red if he should be helpful in the Warden team. He gains small power on enemy death. So when an enemy dies, he gains more power. So the stats look pretty awesome. 9,821 in power, 31,264 in health. He's a quick unit, and he is a nobility and a rogue warden and a Ferelden. So you can even put him with Magister Dorian as a nobility. You can put him with all the barracks, Bianca, Red Jenny, Sarah, and they help each other out. So let's go for the next one. It's Grey Warden Fiona. She gains 65% power, 35% health, so she gets more health and of course more power. And she is a hatred for nobility. That means everybody on your team gets 50% damage, extra damage against nobility. So all your allies get 50% damage extra for the nobility. Put RGS inside and you got 75% extra damage, since RGS, Red Jenny Sarah, gives 25% damage versus nobility for allies as well. She's black and blue. She's an Ocean, Warden, Circle Mage, a Circle, Mage, and an Elf. Attacks all enemies with a small chance to slow, stun, and curse health. 25% health and power for Grey Wardens. 35% health for Alister, which also got buffed in this game. 50% damage versus nobility for allies. When hit, heals all allies a small amount. Allies more likely to attack nobility heroes. So when your allies going against nobility, they will definitely go first for the nobility before they go for any other hero. Then we got Warden Commander Duncan. I used this guy as fort food for a very long time because he wasn't that useful. He got so little power, less health, but now he has a lot of power. And think about having many of those with some power runes. He just will kill people. So he's black and white, he's a rogue and a warden. Attacks a single enemy and drains a small amount of power. 25% power for rogues and wardens, plus 25% damage versus blighted. So he gives 25% damage versus blighted. He don't like blighted. Gains power when a ally hits, plus 10% damage resist for wardens. That means 10% of the damage going into you on the warden team, they will take less damage. He absorbs small AoE damage for allies when also attacks. Usually attack the back row, much less likely to be hit. So he's pretty good to have on the back row for you. So you get 50% extra power, and he will go for the back row. Then we got Grey Warden Cygwin. Another one I feed my better toons with, but now with the big update, maybe she got a chance on the teams again. She gained 25% power, 75% health. She gives 35% health for allies now, 25% power and 35% curse health resist to wardens. So 25 power and 35% curse health resist to wardens. Immune to curse health, so she cannot get, how to say it, cursed on health. Lost 25% damage to blighted, but Duncan gained the 25%, guys. This was the last I can show in pictures. Other than that, we can go back and then you can see we got the Alister right here, and the Alister got a buff as well. So the Alister, guys, his stats, health and power both up around 50%. He received a black base. He was all white before. He gave 30% health and power, 25% stun and slow resist to Wardens and Ferelden stacking. That means that if you got a Ferelden and a Warden on the same team, if they got both the same groups, he will get 60% health and power and 50% stun and slow resist. He lost 50% power to Ferelden and 50% health to Wardens. So now it's less power, but if the same, they will get more power, like 60%. So how do these guys look in the different kind of teams? I'm sorry, but my team, as you see, they're all in tier 1. I haven't used these guys as much, but let's go to the proving ground just to see how the stats look. It's nothing I'm gonna try out, guys. This is just a short episode about the revamps, so you guys know they have been new heroes and more useful. So as you see, mine is only tier 1, level 1s. I don't use the wardens yet, but I guess I will start building them. And the reason why I want to build them is because I got Tomb Rainier, which is a warden, and he gives 65% power and 25% health for the wardens. Here's the second team with the new heroes. We got Sir Stroud. I got him in level 58, but he's still in tier 1. We got Grey Warden Genevieve. We got Divine Vivian. And we got Grey Warden Cygwin. So guys, this is the little update about the wardens. I hope you liked the episode. If you like it, please put a like. Remember to subscribe if you want some news. If you want to see the new heroes coming out and fight. Right now, I can tell you, I'm building my Grand Enchanter Vivian. She is already in Mythic. She is almost level 100. And I'm building, of course, all the, I'm building the Mystic Whips to give her more health. Guys, thank you for watching and see you in the next episode. Adios.